So in 2023, through our production and distribution, we created value for Croatian society equivalent to 0.5% of the Croatian GDP. Every job in our company, which is around 480 for Croatia, creates or supports additional 15 jobs in the Croatian economy. And for every euro of added value that we create in the economy, we support the creation of 0.71 euros of the Croatian economy. The total amount of direct and indirect tax contribution, because we are a big taxpayer by Coca-Cola system, amounts to 210 million euros, which is 0.6% of the total tax paid in the country.
Drage dame i gospodo, dobar dan i dobrodošli u još jednu epizodu Liderova podcasta. Prije svega dopustite mi da vam zaželim s malim zakašnjenjem sretan Božić i sretnu Novu godinu, a sada se bacamo na posao. I ova epizoda bit će vođena na engleskom jeziku, pa dopustite mi da uzmem ovaj trenutak da se na to i prebacimo. With us we have Dora Strezova-Nikolova, Chief Director of Coca-Cola HBC Adria Business Unit. Even though we've just passed Christmas time, I still think we get to shake it up with this podcast episode. So how has life and business been lately, Dora?
Sretan Božić i sretna Nova godina from me as well. Sve najbolje svima. It's starting slowly. We are just closing a successful year, and we are full with ideas and discussions about this year. So for us has been already starting. So it's very exciting to start the year with a conversation with you today. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for showing up. So let's get to business, Dora. Coca-Cola HBC in Croatia collaborates with over 1,700 local suppliers. Can you maybe share how this partnership model works and what impact it has on local economy, but also communities?
Right. Well, we are a company that likes to share transparently a lot of numbers, and actually we try to focus in discussing and sharing with our partners and with the community the impact that our operation is making in Croatia as part of our 3 countries that business unit Adria is covering. So we started with the social report in 2003. We were actually the first company to publish such a report. And since then, we do every 2 years. Last year, we have presented the social impact study, which is describing our impact on the economy. So I have prepared a couple of numbers to share with you today. There are 3 things I wanted to share, which is representing the importance of our operation and our impact, not only with the collaboration with our suppliers, but also with our customers and with our consumers. So in 2023, that's the year that we reported lastly, through our production and distribution, we created value for Croatian society equivalent to 0.5% of the Croatian GDP. Every job in our company, which is around 480 for Croatia, creates or supports additional 15 jobs in the Croatian economy. And for every euro of added value that we create in the economy, we support the creation of 0.71 euros of the Croatian economy. The total amount of direct and indirect tax contribution, because we are a big taxpayer by Coca-Cola system, amounts to 210 million euros, which is 0.6% of the total tax paid in the country. So I would say an important impact, and we are fully aware, and we want to share with the public our commitment also to improving the Croatian society and Croatian people.
Programs like Raise the Bar really focus on supporting the HoReCa sector.
Right.
But can you elaborate on the program's goals, success stories, and maybe how Coca-Cola HBC helps local entrepreneurs thrive in a really competitive environment?
Right. This is actually my favorite program, not only because it has an impact on different target groups, from pastry chefs and bartenders and baristas, but also to students. How does it work? There are 3 different levels of this program. So Raise the Bar Academy, Raise the Bar Scholarship, and Raise the Bar Youth. The projects are aimed at pastry chefs, as students in secondary schools, and waiters, barmen, and baristas with at least 1 year of experience. So the first one is the Raise the Bar Academy, where we recruit and invite to this program people with experience. This program lasts for around 10 weeks. They have the opportunity to go through a comprehensive curriculum that we developed with our partners, with covering theoretical part. There are also testing and practical part. So the participants are exposed to market trends, to different learning opportunities, educating about history, classification, production, tasting of various categories of spirits, beers, coffee. It's theoretical, but also practical knowledge. Also, this includes learning how to do 88 cocktails. Not bad, no? Also, the participants' education is not focused only on our portfolio, because this program is a non-commercial program. It aims preparing and helping people working in the hospitality industry that is so important for our country. And of course, it's important for our business to progress, to learn how to be better in their job, and even how to manage better their cafe bars or their restaurants, or how to really make the business. So it's not only focused on the practical part, on the work per se, but also how to manage, how to go through their financials, how to build a business plan, things that will help them develop and to bring their business on a different level. Raise the Bar Scholarship is like the cherry on the cake. It is a program that through our Raise the Bar Foundation is supporting few really very talented gastro talents to improve their skills. We send them to schools like Cordon Bleu and similar. The only thing that we ask them to sign, because the program is fully free of charge for the participants, is when they finish the program to come back to Croatia and to work here at least 3 years. And the biggest actually in terms of numbers part of this program is called Raise the Bar Youth. It is aimed to strengthen the business and life skills of students in the Hospitality and Tourism School of Croatia. I was very surprised to discover that we have around 40 schools with similar profile, either fully dedicated or part of the curriculum dedicated to this. So with the help of our partners, we teach them to better adapt to the market needs and trends, and to make it easier after that for them to enter the real life. So this 3-level program is a program that over the last 5 years, we have supported more than 90 bartenders, waiters, baristas who have completed the academy, 18 scholarships, so 18 people we have sent through these professional schools, and over 2,500 students that went through the Raise the Bar Youth. And it's not over. We continue. This year, our plans to elevate it even further. We also have a Raise the Bar conference that is happening in April. So I'm very much looking forward to meet the participants this year. It's a fantastic program.
Dora, we're seeing many companies that operate in Croatia, but even in the whole Europe and worldwide, companies are having a hard time finding the right people and retaining the right talent. And it's really been a battle for talent in the last couple of years. And with increasing employment rates, especially in Zagreb, how does Coca-Cola HBC stay competitive in attracting but also retaining talent?
This is a very complex topic, especially in some of the sectors that we are observing in the last several years. And we see more and more trends like import of talent to Croatia and to overall Eastern Europe increasing. But and we are looking at this. We are also exploring this trend. But for us, more important is how to build a culture and working environment that will attract the new generation of people that would like to work. Everybody talks about generations X, Y, Z, Alpha, etc. And we are fully aware, people from my generation and younger, that we need to make our workplace attractive, not only to achieve the recruitment and to find the right people, but also to keep them. And retention, it's very clear for us that it's not only linked with salary and remuneration. It goes a lot about work environment. It goes a lot about opportunities to grow and opportunities to learn. So one of our focuses is to have a very clear career path, to have programs. We have 7 or 8 programs internally of developing different skills and upskilling and reskilling people. We have a lot of success cases. Croatia has been famous in Coca-Cola Hellenic Group as a talent hub. We have a lot of people in the high management of the company that started from here. And we keep exporting good talent. We also import some talent here to work for us and then to continue their career internationally. So one part of why Hellenic is attractive is also this opportunity. Multinational company that will give the opportunity of Croatian young people to go experience something different and then return back and continue. I can give you an example of a program. We have an international trainee program that we have now one Croat that is moving to his last assignment because before we get him back in the organization. This program is about giving the opportunity for a fast-track career of young people with few years of experience that work in different countries in our business unit, experiencing different areas of our business, and then returning with an accelerated path to a higher role in the company. So programs like that is one part. The other program I can mention is Coca-Cola, which is a program that my colleagues voluntarily, on top of their regular work, are helping people who want to train themselves to become better salespeople. This is also an opportunity for people to come and to experience what it is like to work for us. And even though some of them will maybe work for the competition after, that's fine. That's the way we train people to be better at their job in our country. And maybe someday they will return to us. So these are different examples of the programs that we implement in order to open up our company, to show through training program, but not only, what we can offer. And then, of course, a competitive remuneration, good benefit package are part of this equation. Even though it's not very easy in certain certain areas of the business, I think we are doing pretty well.
I would agree. Croatia's tourism sector accounts for at least 20% of the country's GDP. Tourism has always been a really big and important discussion in Croatia, especially because of the beautiful coast, but beyond summer tourism. There are other seasonal opportunities such as Advent that we've just seen and experienced and the winter holidays. But how do you as a company capitalize on that to sustain strong year-round performance? Because I think many people think that Coca-Cola has a major boost only during the hot summer days and not so much during the winter.
You would expect that, having in mind that we have a little bit less than 4 million Croatian people living here and 20 plus million are coming to visit. Of course, this is a significant an important part, not only for Croatian GDP, but also for our business. On the other hand, we love our people here, and we like to do a lot of activation for our Croats. And of course, Advent is a big thing. Me coming 2 years ago to live in Croatia, I was actually quite positively surprised how we celebrate here and how people spend time outside, even on the Christmas Eve, together, enjoying food and drinks, and this is pretty special. And last December, Advent was really elevated very well by the city authorities and by everybody who is involved in the Advent creation, our partners. So I was very happy also to spend the second Christmas here. I don't go back to the country where I'm from because I really love Christmas in Zagreb. And not only Zagreb, we've been to Dubrovnik, to Split also before Christmas, and I have seen also there how people of the local community celebrate it, also our local partners, the customers as well. So for us, December, it's very important month as well, is in the top 3 of the year, so it's not only summer. Of course, this is an important part of our business, and it's a tradition that we are very grateful and happy to be part of. We need to always remember that tourists come and go, but our Croatian consumers and customers stay all year round. So we really spend time and effort for this. Also for the upcoming celebrations, we have many holidays in front of us in the next several months. So Valentine's Day, Easter, and many more. So sharing a Coke and enjoying a Coke or other products from our portfolio, it's a good idea every day, not only on the holidays.
Definitely. And I must say, especially because of Advent, it used to be only about Zagreb. Many people just arrived to Zagreb, even the tourists, and blah, 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 etc. But now even the smaller cities are starting to develop in that way.
Absolutely.
And even in my hometown, which is Samobor, which is
I've
right
been to
next.
Samobor
And I've
just
seen that
before
Coca-Cola is
Christmas.
also the sponsor of the Advent. So
Yes, also I've been to Varaždin. Varaždin is also a beautiful Advent, not only the festival in the summer. So as you said, in many, many smaller cities, this is growing, and I think this is a fantastic trend. Going out, sharing a moment with your neighbors, with your with the people from the same town, is increasing the feeling of belonging. And we as humans need that more than anything else.
Of course. Coca-Cola HBC contributes, as we recently said, significantly to our economy throughout job creation, partnerships, but also investments. But what do you consider the most impactful aspect of your economic contributions, and how does this shape your long-term presence in the whole region?
Well, of course, creating the value that I have mentioned already, 0.5% of the GDP, creating jobs, paying taxes, which is helping the overall country develop, is a significant part. Programs like Raise the Bar are investing in upskilling and growing people in the important sectors. The opportunity that we give to our employees to learn and grow and experience and bring knowledge from outside in is definitely an important part. Of course, investment in our infrastructure, in our plant, in our distribution center is also part of it. We have been here for more than 55 years. In 2023, we celebrated 55 years of presence of Coca-Cola in Croatia. So we plan to stay many times more than 55 years in the future. And definitely our focus would be developing and growing our business with our consumers, our customers, and our partners in the community.
I'm sure you know this, but maybe the audience doesn't. It really shook me as a fact. It's amazing that Coca-Cola HBC Adria actually produces almost 83% of all beverages in Croatia.
Right.
And I think that that really takes a toll on how you as a company have to pay attention to production and maintaining quality, efficiency, but also sustainability. That's becoming a bigger and bigger issue every year in production. So how do you deal with it, especially with so many local suppliers?
Well, local suppliers are a very important part of our ecosystem, and we treasure and work on maintaining and developing long-term relationships with local suppliers. As you rightly said, 83% of our portfolio is produced here, which is more than 180 million liters annually. Our plant is in Zagreb, and we are very lucky to be able to visit our factory every day. I personally go quite often. Of course, sustainability is a very important aspect on worldwide for many companies, for CCH especially. And when it comes to our Croatian, Slovenian, and Bosnian business, there are several elements in it. One part is related to environment, so water, of course, and other things related to this. We have also an element around sustainability related to packaging. So all our packaging is recyclable. CO2 emissions, decreasing CO2 emissions is a big focus from us, from the green fleet through other aspects of our production. And of course, sustainable development of our employees and our communities with the various sustainable projects that we do in partnership with Consum, for example, or Mercator, which are our local partners, is really important for more than 6-7 years. So we plan to continue this way because we believe that only a sustainable business that is responsible for environment and for the society can thrive in the longer run. And this is really important part of our focus and of our priorities and our strategy.
As a leader responsible for adapting Coca-Cola's global strategies to the unique markets such as Croatian, Slovenian, Bosnian, and Herzegovinian, what key adaptations have proven the most successful when talking about aligning with local needs?
That's an interesting question I get often because, of course, Coca-Cola is a global brand that develops fantastic global campaigns. And not only for Coca-Cola, for Fanta, for Sprite, we have similar. The good part of this is that we are always asked to elaborate it and to build it through our local specificities. For example, the way we do Advent in Croatia is very special. Not a lot of countries do it this way. And we use the global Coca-Cola assets. Obviously, the Santa, the truck, and not only, are the ones to give us an example how we leverage it locally. For example, this year again, we had Christmas truck, which is an iconic event this year with the Christmas village and Santa that kids can meet, spend time, and have fun with. We have done it in Zagreb, in Ban Jelačić. I hope you went and saw it. We also had it in Dubrovnik. We had it in Split, but also in the region, in Bosnia, in Slovenia. This is one part. Another element, of course, is related, for example, to football. Last year has been a big football year, despite that, unfortunately, Croatia did not qualify like I was hoping for. This is a passion point for Croats, and we have been paying a special attention of how to make it more local, how to be present and relevant everywhere where Croats will watch the game. We made on Ban Jelačić Square a very big activation every time a Croatian team would play with the gigantic football jersey of the Croat football team. So these are only few examples of how you can leverage a global brand and a global strategy and to connect it with the local consumers, because football, just like Coca-Cola, is liked by everyone, no?
One of the key aspects of Coca-Cola's business in Croatia is the heavy investment in local production. So how do you foresee the future of local production here in Croatia, especially with the growing demand for sustainable and innovative packaging solutions?
Right. We invest every year in developing and improving our production. This year only in 25, our plan is to invest more than 8 million in different parts of improvement of our production. When it comes to packaging, I can mention a couple of examples. Not only all our packaging is recyclable, but we have some brands like Romerquelle and others that are growing, and we are implementing more and more plans for rPET, increasing the share of rPET in our packaging. Another example could be, for instance, Kill Clip solution. This is a carton solution for our multi-packs. Before, if you remember, a couple of years ago, it was wrapped in plastic foil. Yeah. Now, even though not always it's very convenient, and sometimes people complain that it's not exactly handy like it was before, these are small inconveniences that we accept on the journey to sustainability. So right now you have all the multi-packs, the 4-packs, 6-packs, 8-packs of our products in a carton pickup solution. So these are some of the examples that I can mention. We will continue. Since the first moment we started to produce in 17th of September, I have wrote down. It's a date that we celebrate as our birthday in Croatia. We continue with innovation, not only in products, offering to our consumers new tasty products, but also in packaging solutions. And innovation in packaging is not an easy thing to implement, but it's part of our commitment, and we will continue focus on this, just in the direction that we were discussing a while ago. Only a sustainably focused in preserving our environment company can succeed and transcend over the years.
How does Coca-Cola HBC exactly take care of the environment?
Well, I will start with a bit of a broader scale. Coca-Cola HBC as a group is a company that has been recognized by very important organizations over the years for the work that we do across all our countries, and Adria is part of this proudly. It is fundamental for our business strategy and for the collaboration with our stakeholders. In 23, our group, for the 7th time, was ranked number 1 in the 1% of the more than 9,000 companies of the Dow Jones Sustainability Index. This is one of the highest ranking in the world. Of course, we scored as a AA ranking for commitment to transparency on climate and water from CDP, and we are on the CDP 23 Supplier Engagement Leaderboard. And we have the highest scores and ranking in 10 of the most recognized ESG ratings. This is on the group level. In Croatia, I have brought here a couple of numbers from our Sustainable Business Report, which we also publish every 2 years. Our last one we published back in 23. Since 2010, we have reduced the amount of water used per liter of beverage by 13%. Compared to 2017, we have reduced our CO2 emissions per liter of beverage by 29%. All electricity is sourced from clean and renewable sources in our production. And we have recycled 99% of hazardous waste, and 100% of hazardous waste have been handed over for proper management. And of course, like I mentioned before, as much as 100% of our consumer packaging is recyclable. And these are only few elements of what we are doing in progressing towards our net zero 40 commitment, which means by 2040, our production, our value chain to be net zero. So this is a very important part of our strategy, and we work towards it every day.
It's a never-ending journey to sustainability.
Right.
Finally, Dora, looking forward, what major trends do you foresee influencing the beverage industry in the next year, but also beyond? And how is Coca-Cola HBC preparing for these major shifts, particularly in areas like consumer preferences, sustainability, but also talent management?
When it comes to beverage trends, first that comes to mind is a low-calorie or zero products trend that has been growing in the last many years. Certainly, it is in the center of our strategy. We have a lot of offerings in our portfolio, of course, outside of the water, that are focused on decreasing. We reformulated several times in the last 10 years, targeting same great-tasting products with less sugar. The share of our zero sugar portfolio is increasing, is more than 20% at the present day. Another trend that is very important is continuing the portion control. We have introduced recently 150 milliliters cans in multi-packs of 6 and 12, which is helping also the calorie control in portions. Smaller packaging, more sustainable packaging. Few examples I have mentioned, and we have also others in our plans. So we will continue, of course, working in that direction. And last but not least, of course, is the talent management. Few examples that I shared. We will continue with our programs, both targeting young people, but also developing professionals and elevating the skills of our employees, making them one of the most competitive on the market and creating more and more value, not only for our company, but also for the Croatian economy and Croatian society.
Dora, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Hvala lijepa.
Bila je ovo još jedna epizoda Liderova podcasta. Naravno, vi nastavite pratiti najgledaniji poslovni podcast u Hrvatskoj i pretplatite se na naš YouTube kanal. Kao što već znate, svaka nova epizoda izlazi svaki novi ponedjeljak, a do tada možete samo uživati u ovoj i ostalim epizodama. Pozdrav!